if you're late to the guitar game, maybe you've been practicing the same chords and the same songs for months or even years and you feel like you're never going to get any better, then I can totally resonate with that because I was also late to learning guitar. I started in my 20s and I definitely went through a few years where I thought I had peaked. And the peak wasn't very high. You know, I sucked, basically. And believe it or not, it wasn't until I started teaching guitar that I started getting a lot better because, one, I was playing every day, I was practicing every day, so I was getting consistency and repetition. And two, I was always learning something new. I was learning new songs, new techniques, new styles to keep up with my students and what they wanted to learn. And, you know, those two things are the rocket fuel that will make you a better guitarist. So consistency and learning something new. Alright, not rocket science, but it can be difficult knowing what that new thing should be. Alright, sometimes when you've just got the internet, if you're learning completely online, it can be very overwhelming. Alright, so today I'm going to give you something that hopefully will do that for you. It'll make you a little bit better. That's the aim, that's always my aim, to make you a little bit better today by learning something new, something that's taking you a little bit out of your comfort zone, but not too much, so that it's fun and you get something at the end of the day that you can play and be proud of. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at simple chords, but ways to embellish them, and then other versions of those chords that we can play around the neck, and that's going to add a lot more versatility to your playing, a little bit of knowledge, and again, that goes a long way to making you a better guitarist. So make sure you've got your guitar up. We're going to get started right away. So the chords we need to know a G chord, then we're going to come into an E minor, then we're going to keep our two fingers here on the B and E string, we need to know a C chord, we need to know a D chord, and funnily enough, we need to know the D minor shape, because we're going to do something a little bit funky, but it's going to sound really cool, I promise. So this is all going to come packaged in a little chord progression that you can practice. So firstly, the strumming we're going to use is this. Alright? Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Okay? And we're going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because on the 4th beat, I'm going to take my index finger to 2 on the low E and then climb in to my E minor chord. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice how I just keep the strumming going. Alright? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I climb back up into G using that little embellishment. And this is something, when you're playing a G and E minor, you can do this all the time. It gets used in lots of songs, and it's a nice way to transition from those chords. We're going to do this 2 times, okay? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, the second time I'm just going to play the 4 beats in E minor. And then I'm going to play a C and a D. Okay, I'm going to do that twice, but I'm not going to use my C and my D like this. I'm going to use this. C, 2, 3, 4, up to D. I'm going to just move this shape up 2 frets. Alright, this is a really nice alternative to a D chord. Alright, sounds lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so, and that's the chord progression, alright? So that's the first way we're going to play that. So we've got a G and E minor twice, and a C and a D twice, alright? So nothing too crazy. Now next, we're going to play the same chord progression, but using triads. Okay, so don't worry if that sounds a little bit scary. We just need to know 2 shapes, and that's the D shape. Okay, so we play the D shape here, 1, 7, and 8, and that becomes our G chord, right? Just the same D chord. The trick is just getting the bottom 3 strings. You need to try and avoid hitting the top 3 strings here, right? So we're going to have 7, 8 in the D chord, the D shape, sorry, and that's going to be our G chord. We're going to use the D minor shape on 3, 4, and 5. That's going to be our E minor chord. And again, we can alternate between those two. Okay, our C chord, we're going to use the D shape for on 12 and 13. And then if you can move this up 2 frets, and that becomes the D chord, but on a higher octave, just using that same D shape, C, D. Now, the way I would actually practice this is actually using those triad shapes first, and using them as a little intro, and just strumming them once, like this. But keeping that counting going, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then get into the main progression. And then you can finish with that as well. Something like that. So just again gives you more options for you when you're playing chords, when you can find the little triad shapes here on the bottom 3 strings. So I hope that gives you some new stuff to work on, and I hope you have a lot of fun practicing that. But if you are a beginner guitarist, if you are late to the guitar game like I was, and you're serious about getting better and you want to get better fast, and I'm looking for 10 people right now that I want to work with, and there's going to be live coaching, and I'm going to take you through the 6 stages, the 6 areas that you need to improve on to become a better guitar player. So everything from lead guitar, music theory, the cage system, and all these different things to build up in knowledge, build up in skill, build up in technique. We're going to be doing all that. So if that is something that you think you'd be interested in, something that you want to do, then all you need to do is comment, "I want to rock," in the comments below, and I'll get in touch with you with the details. But I'm only looking for people that are really committed and they really want to take their guitar playing to the next level. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon.